I'm Don Macica. I'm the Director of Communications for the Chicago Sinfonietta. Our most recent concert was the annual tribute to Dr. Martin Luther King.
Good evening and welcome to Symphony Center for the Chicago Sinfonietta's annual tribute to Dr. Martin Luther King concert. We're so happy to have you with us tonight on this very, very special day for so many reasons.
It's important because this organization was founded by an African-American conductor. His name is Dr. Paul Freeman. And Dr. Freeman actually had a chance meeting with Dr. King back in, I think, the early 60s. Dr. Freeman was in Atlanta to conduct the Atlanta Symphony as a guest conductor. And he ran into Martin Luther King at the Atlanta airport. And, one thing sort of led to another, and in 1987 Paul Freeman founded this orchestra. The principles of diversity and inclusion are at the very core, the founding principles of this organization. That is why Paul founded the orchestra 25 years ago. Opportunities for advancement in classical music were scarce for African Americans, and it was something that he wanted to address by founding an orchestra that would be more welcoming. It had to be a good 4 years ago now, perhaps even 5, when we knew that Paul was going to retire. We conducted an international search. When Mayanne came in to audition, she blew us away with her talent, but also her spirit and her absolute devotion to the same mission that we have. You see her on stage, you know that there's something magic going on.
Joining us on this very special celebration of the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And as we conclude the concert, we're particularly mindful that we're also celebrating another important milestone, very important milestone in this country's journey towards freedom and human dignity. It was 150 years ago that President Abraham Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation. So,
I've seen some things about the organization before, so we figured it was time to check it out. It was great.
I loved it. I really enjoyed it, and I have enjoyed it several years in the past, and this is my second year with Ms. Chen. And it's just fabulous and very moving, and especially today of all days.
The choir was wonderful, so I enjoyed it. It's great.
Aurora is a neighboring community to Naperville, and Waubonsee Valley High School have this amazing choir made up of a very diverse student body and a very diverse repertoire. So they did a couple of spirituals, they did a South African song, they even did something from Bali.
Using the younger generation of the chorus, to me, was extremely important.
The King Tribute Concert is sort of the place where it all comes together every year, where we sort of really remind ourselves who we are and why we do this. And of course, Dr. King is one of the great Americans of all time.